Hello, everybody. Today we will discuss on the topic of the teaching learning as a system. In this topic, we are just going to describe the concept of the teaching learning, and this teaching learning process will be considered as a system in which we will discuss what are the inputs of this system and what are the expected output of the system and what is the algorithm or the concept that are applied in the teaching learning system or which has to be updated in order to get the efficient output of the teaching learning system. Here, if we see, then we will find that there are the different programs or the different type of the selection procedure in order to get the in order to select the teachers as well as the students to make the efficient process of the teaching learning. So here we will discuss what is the teaching learning and what are the different aspects of the teaching learning, what are the inputs and what are the expected outputs. Now we can consider here that the teaching learning system or the teaching learning concept or the teaching learning process may be considered as a system here, and there are some inputs, and these inputs are the information, students, faculty and the resources which are available uh, for the making the teaching learning system more and more efficient, and some rules, regulations, process are applied on these available informations that are known as the teaching learning process, and then we will get here the output. And what is the output? Output is the educated students as well as the faculty members, because here both have been educated, means there is change in the behavior, whatever was the behavior at the entry level and what is the behavior after the teaching learning process, these have been updated here. That's why we can say the students as well as the faculty both have been here the updated. So if this level of the updation is up to the satisfactory level, then it's okay. Otherwise, there is a need of the reinforcement that the feedback is required, and then according to this feedback, some inputs are changed or some. Basically, we will focus on the process. That is, what are the process which has to be adapted in order to make the teaching learning system more and more efficient here. Now, if we see, then we find what is the efficiency of the system, what is the effectiveness of the teaching learning system. Then we can say this will depend upon the human software and the hardware. Or we can say we are interested to develop the mathematical model of the teaching learning systems, then three parameters, at least three parameters can be considered for the purpose of the effectiveness of the teaching learning system, and these are the human skills. When we say human skills, it means including all here, that is the faculty as well as the students, supporting staff, here the governing bodies, etc. All are the regulatory bodies, all are related to the human skills here. Softwares and the hardware. Software and hardware may be considered as the software may be considered as the programs as well as the policies, rules, regulations, etc. here, and the hardware, the resources which are available for the purpose of the implementation of these concepts, rules, and regulation and the processes here. Now, if we get here whatever is the output or whatever is the outcome of any teaching learning system, then it has to be updated up to a predefined or pre-decided level here, and for that purpose we have to here the involve some technology, and the technology is always involved for which purpose, in order to get the here the modification in the system. That is the purpose of the technology, is either to design a new system or to enhance the performance of the existing system in order to get the desired output or the desired outcome here. So when we say the educational technology, it means we have to involve here the technology in the teaching learning as well as the technology of teaching learning along with the hardware and the software here. So what will be the sources of the technology? The sources of the technology, that is the sources of the educational technology, are the sources of those technologies which have to be involved or which have to be incorporated in the teaching learning process are in for the teaching learning process. These technologies basically depends upon the experience of the learning, that how the learners learn. It will depend upon the experience, but the experience is related to the learning, and the learning is related to how the learners learn. So on the basis of this experience, that how the learners learn, we can involve here the new technology, or we can here define or the design the new technology, or we can formulate the new concept in order to get the better outcome of the teaching learning process here. Now if we see, then in now we have to describe what is the education. Basically the purpose of the education is to discover the here the discover the diamond within us, or discover the light within us, or discover the knowledge within us. Whatever has been covered, that has to be discovered with the help of the education here. Now if we see, then in the real life, what is happening, there is human beings, and there are human beings, means human, when we say human beings, naturally the brains are there here, and in the real world the brains are applied in order to get the better outcomes here. How it is possible? In order to interact with the here the desired output, some thoughts or the policies or the here the education, here the thoughts or the educations are considered as the OS, operating system, that will operate the total system of the teaching learning system here along with this brain. Brain will be considered as the CPU, and here the OS, operating system, is the thought. So here the here the outcome will depend upon the thought. What is the our thought? What is our mindset? That is the very basic and very prime factor of the teaching learning system in order to enhance the performance of the teaching learning system, or enhance the performance outcome of the education here. Now, in order to implement the concepts, rules, regulations, and to utilize the experiences and brain maximally, the policies that may be considered as the like the editor, compiler, linker, loader, debugger of the system are made here, and these policies, these rules, regulations may be considered as the integrated development environment in order to implement the concepts or in order to implement the thoughts along with the power of the brain for the welfare of the society and for the purpose of the application here. Now, for the purpose of the application, that may be considered as the application software. So this may be considered as an interaction between the real world and the brain. And now, whatever is the outcome of this one, that will be named as the education here. And education has the 5 domains. One is the information. The second one is related to the sciences, all types of the sciences, including the technology, engineering, etc. here, and art of living, so that we can be healthy with our mind, body, and the energy here, and art of the creativity, and art of dying. Art of dying here related not to the directly the death, but to here the evolve the new technology, so that we can left or we can demolish the old technology, or the we can discard here the unwanted technology or the unwanted concept, unwanted rules, regulations, and we can select here the new concept, new rules, regulations, and the new policies related to the educational technology here. Now, if what is the purpose of the education? Purpose of the education, that is by the education to discover the diamond within us. So we have the purpose of the education is not only to cover the syllabus, but its purpose is to discover the diamond within us. So we have to discover the diamond, which is the real diamond within the human beings here. And so how we will decide whether we have discovered the real diamond within the human beings or not? As we know, the value of the diamond is decided on the basis of the carat, cut, color, and the clarity. Similarly, on the basis of the these properties, we can say the carat is related to the passion and the positive energy. Cut is related to the performance and the perseverance. Color is related to the personality, pupil skills, and clarity is related to the perspective, principles, and patriotism, or we can say honesty towards our duty. So here, with the help of these special properties and special and real, devoted and dedicated properties, we can decide the here we can decide we can define the value of the diamond that has been discovered within any human being here due to the education here. So naturally, the purpose of the teaching learning system is to discover the diamond, and the value of that diamond will be decided on the basis of these properties here. That is the passion. What is the passion? Positive energy, performance, perseverance, personality, pupil skills, perspective, principles, and the patriotism. And now we have to analyze whether the performance is up to the mark or not. If not, then naturally we have to again here evolves a process, that is the technology, educational technology, in order to enhance the performance of the learning here, so that we can modify the performance of the learning. And what is the learning? Learning is that process by which whatever is the level of the entry behavior that that must be modified due to this process here. That is, before the learning, whatever is the behavior, entry behavior, this has to be modified or this has to be enhanced. So the level of the enhancement due to the teaching learning system is named as the learning here. Now we are coming to the point of the teaching learning as a system here. Teaching learning is a system in which we have to involve the four parameters or the four objectives or the four concepts has to be adopted here in order to make the efficient teaching learning system. The first one is the planning, that is related to the establishment of the objectives, preparation of the units, and scheduling of the training or the scheduling of the our work, teaching, etc. here. Next is the organizing, that is we have to organize the here the learning resources. We have to utilize the audio visuals and other resources here, and these are related to the organizing here. The third one is the feedback and regulations, so as to realize the objectives optimally, because the purpose of the controlling is to get the desired output. So in order to get the desired output, we have to make the assessment, feedback, and there must be some regulations in order to realize the objectives optimally and to get those objectives here. The fourth parameter and the fourth concept is the leading here. Leading is related to the motivation, encouragement, and the provision of the stimuli to the students as well as the faculty also here. Those are the four parameters which will be considered, or the four objectives or the four concepts will be considered in order to make a teaching learning system as a teaching learning concept as a system. But the main factor is there must be coordination with each and every concepts here. So with the help of these concepts, that is the planning, organizing, controlling, leading, and their coordination, we can design a teaching learning system, or we can move in order to get our desired outcome here. Now, what is the objective? What we are trying to do with the help of the teaching learning system? As we have discussed that in the teaching learning system, we are trying to discover the diamond within us. It means the knowledge or the resources are available here, and we are trying to learn here with the help of the those available resources here. The diamond is available, the knowledge is available, all resources are available, but we have to discover them. And with the how we will discover them? With the help of the learning. And what is the learning? Learning is related to the experience of that learning, in which we learn how the learners learn. So again we are repeating it, that what is the learning? Learning is that type of the experience in which we learn how the learners learn. So with the help of these experience, we will try to discover the diamond within us, or we are trying to utilize the resources which are available. Available resources have to be utilized, and for that purpose, there is a need of the interaction, not the isolation, but the interaction is required. 100% utilization. Interaction, then 100% interaction, then 100% utilization of the available resources, or we will move towards the discovery of the pure diamond which is within us. So here the honesty must be there in the interaction without any ill will. So here the group work is required, interaction is required without any discrimination, without any ill will, or without any type of the unwanted concepts, signals, or unwanted energies that will disturb the processing of this process here, the teaching learning as a system. And as we know, in the teaching learning system, what are the different concepts? These are related to the reading, writing, working, observing, listening, discussing through computers, or the video and telematics, and through the persons. That is, we have to utilize the life and the resources, as well as the machine resources for the purpose of the learning. And these learning have the different components like the reading, writing, working, observing, listening, and discussing. And are the different rates of the learning in the different environment, and that will also depend upon the different type of the mind status, mindset, as well as the different types of the environment also here. So the different persons learn at the different rates with the different stimuli in different environment here. Or we can say we can discover the diamond, or we can learn how the learning, or how the learners learn, or we can utilize the experiences maximally, utilizing the different concept, different methodology, with different algorithm, different rules and regulations. And it means the same objectives can be achieved by a infinite way, or we can say, for example, as we say, Haryananta Hari Kathananta, like that. So here, what is the learning? Learning is nothing but it enhances the level of our behavior. If there is any enhancement in our behavior, and when we have entered to the teaching learning system, and when we are evaluating our performance, then it is said that the learning has been taken place. Otherwise there is no meaning of the learning. Whatever is the entry behavior, it has to be enhanced, or it has to be modified with the help of the learning here. Now we will see how we learn, or how we perceive the things from the real world, and then how we perform. Whatever is the input, or whatever is the stimulus of the real world, it is perceived by our brain, and then it is stored in our memory. And if we have stored this input, this information in such a way that we can retrieve it, we can reproduce it at the time of the requirement, then it is known as the idea. Again, we are repeating it. We are not saying the memorization, but if we have stored the information in such a manner that we can retrieve it or we can reproduce it at the time of the requirement, then we can say it is the idea. And on the basis of the idea, if we are in position to perform as per our requirement or to get the desired output, then it is named as the concept. And on the basis of the concepts, we perform, and whatever is the outcome, that is named as the response. So if the response, whatever is the response, it has to be tested, it has to be analyzed whether our response is as per our requirement or not. If it is as per our requirement, it's okay. Otherwise, there is a need of the modification or reinforcement is required. And now again, if we see, then what is happening here, whatever is the input of the real world or whatever is the stimulus that is perceived by our brain and is stored in such a manner that that can be reproduced at the time of the requirement, and if it is able to perform, then it is named as the concept. And on the basis of the concept we perform, then whatever is the outcome or the responses, those are tested or analyzed whether they are up to the mark or not. If they are not up to the mark, not up to the level which we have decided, then there is a need of the reinforcement. And this concept is known as the behavior modification cycle, or we can say learning. That is the, what is the learning? Learning is nothing in which the behavior is modified, or we can say behavior is enhanced in creative direction. Now, the here the whatever we are perceiving, it will also depend upon our attention. What is the level of the focus? What is the level of the attention? That will decide the percentage of the perception here, or the type of the perception. And the attention will also depend. It is a not independent characteristics. It will depend upon the motivation. That motivation may be the internal and or the external, but the more powerful is the internal, and that one is the actual. External motivation or the external motivation also here enhances the level of the attention, but the here the internal one is the more powerful in comparison with the external. The internal motivation is much powerful here. Now these motivations will also depends upon the basic needs. If the basic needs are fulfilled, only then the motivations will take their place here. Otherwise, there is no need of there is no meaning of the motivation here. For the purpose of the behavior modification, we have to here see about the basic needs. What are the basic needs? And then we have to focus on the motivation. And these motivations will provide here the attention, and that attention will here the enhance the value of the perception and restoring idea, concept, and the performance. So this is the behavior modification cycle that has to be followed in order to enhance the performance of the teaching learning system in order to get the desired output here. Now we see the spectrum of the teaching method. What is the purpose of the teaching method? In the teaching method, we have to transfer the knowledge from the teacher center to the student center, and the objective is to provide the autonomy to the students here. Now for that purpose, we use the different methods here. The first one is the monologue. In monologue, the teacher demonstrates something like the lectures, teaching, etc. here, and there is the next step is the dialogue. Dialogue is related to the tutorials, case study, question answer, group discussion here. And this is an interaction between the teacher and the students. That is the dialogue takes place here. And after monologue and the dialogue, whatever we learn, whatever we have here the proof or the learn due to the teaching, demonstration, case study, tutorial, group discussion, question answer, that has to be tested in the laboratory, and it is named as the legwork. If final step is the practical task, and with the help of the practical task, students move towards the self-study. So if we see, then what is happening? We are starting from the teacher, that is the monologue is taking place. Then if communication with the student center. What is to the student center through this channel, that is named as the interaction. As we have discussed in the previous slide, that the knowledge is already available, diamonds are available, we have to discover them. But for that purpose, the honesty is the best policy. That is, the channel must be pure, there must be no noise. If there is any type of the noise, any type of the distortion, then by that amount, here the teaching learning system will be polluted, and by that amount the transfer of the knowledge will not take place properly here. So here we are trying to transfer the knowledge from the teacher center to the student center with the help of these channels here, this channel here, and the purpose of this one is to provide the student autonomy, so that we can make the student powerful and self-dependent. Now, for that purpose, what has to be done from the teacher side and from the student side, or the learner side here? The teachers would have to learn how the learners learn, not just going to the students and saying, follow this book, that concept. We have to, first of all, we have to learn how the learners learn. Then on that pattern, we have to follow this spectrum here in order to transfer the knowledge from the teacher center to the student center here. And at the same time, learners would have to teach themselves, because here the purpose is to transfer the knowledge, whatever is the available knowledge, to the student here, because the knowledge is available resources here, and we are trying to discover them. We are not giving something, but just we are trying to discover. So here the our objective is first to learn how the learners learn, and so that we can, on the basis of these experiences, we can train the learners, so that the learners can teach themselves. Now, if we come to the some concepts of the teaching learning process, then we will find, if there is a 60-minute class or the 50-minute class, in that class, here the attention span is near about 20 minutes. It means the focus, here the learners will be focused only for the 20 minutes. So we have to learn how we can utilize this total time maximally and optimally. We can change here the mode of the teaching. We can change here the presentation. We can change here the some concept of the teaching, like the discussion, etc., showing, discussion, then presenting, like that here. So the same pattern can be followed for the 20 minutes, and at least after the 20 minutes we have to change the pattern here, pattern of the teaching. Now we will come to the point here, the retention after the teaching learning, or what will be the rate of the retention here, or what will be the duration of the retention. If we are just telling something or demonstration is taking place, then in that case it will be retained near about here the 18% after the 3 days. See here this graph, that is the red one. It shows that if there is only telling is taking place, like that lecture or demonstration, then after 3 days the retention will be approximately 18%. And if we are following here the telling and showing, that is we are demonstrating with showing some example or the some case study here, then our discussion like the tutorial, then we will say here that the retention is near about the 25% after the 3 days. But if we consider here the uh, telling and showing, this is for the showing. Showing means just we are trying to solve some problem, giving some example, or some to hear the discussion, group discussion, then it will be approximately 25% retained after the 3 days. And this is only for the telling. And if we follow both, that is the telling as well as showing, and if we are, suppose we are in the laboratory and we are saying the concepts and the same concepts are tested and the results are shown, then that will be retained near about 78% after the 3 days. So here the best way of the transferring the knowledge is the telling plus showing here. That is, if we say this is the saying here, that is the tell me I will forget, show me I may remember, involve me and I will understand. So for the purpose of the understanding, or for the purpose of the transferring the knowledge, telling plus showing both must take place simultaneously. That is, whatever we are saying, that must be shown in the laboratory by doing, by involving the learners. So here if we involve them, then they can understand it. Now if we again see what is the level of the enhancement in the learning due to the different types of the actions here. If only the lecture, if there is only the lectures, then by the lecture the level of the learning is enhanced by the 5%, and by reading the books the enhancement of the learning is 10%, and the audio visual adds here the 20%, and due to the demonstration the 30%, group discussion, the enhancement of the learning is 50%, and practice by doing, that is in the laboratory, it is the 75%. And when one tries to teach others after understanding the problem or the concept, if one is going to teach others here, then during the time of the teaching, the learning enhances by the 90%. That's why in the teaching learning as a system, we have discussed that the outcome is not only the educated students, but it is the educated student as well as the faculty member or the faculty here. Now, when we say if we are really teaching to others, not cheating, if we are teaching and if we see, then in both the cases, the teaching or the teacher, cheater or the cheating, in both the cases, the letters are same. Means everything is same, just there is change in the alignment. So whatever is our thought, what is our OS, operating system, what is our mindset, Accordingly, the available resources will be here the processed, and accordingly we will get here the outcome. So again we are saying honesty is the best policy here during the time of the teaching. If we are following the honesty and if we are devoted and dedicated, then that who is teaching honestly, that person, that is the first person who will be the most benefited, and his or her we hear the learning will be enhanced by the 90%. Now, in the teaching learning, what is the objective of the teaching learning? The objective of the teaching learning is that to pay the society, because we are indebted, we have learned from the society. So whatever we have learned from the society, or whatever we have taken from the society, in return we have to pay something, and it can be done very honestly with the help of the teaching learning. Whatever is our experience, we can share with those who are trying to learn. Uh, Again, we can learn how the learners learn, and those concepts, those experiences can be shared for purpose of the learning, because everything is available in the real world, and somebody has discovered the diamond within us, or somebody has transferred their knowledge, or some persons have transferred their knowledge or the experiences to ourselves here. Then it becomes our duty to pay that loan along with the interest to the society here. And for that purpose, we have to go through the teaching learning. And if we are honestly following the teaching learning, then naturally some research will take place here. We are not doing any new concept here. In the teaching learning, we are just trying to discover the here the covered knowledge. So here the research will take place, and after the research, invention will take place, and due to the invention, some concepts, some thoughts will be considered as the outcome. Those thoughts or concepts or ideas may be tested and applied here, and then one person or a group of the person can file here the patent, and then they can also make their virtual company. When we are trying to serve the society, then again we are repeating that we are the first person who will be the most benefited here. So here, the person who have learned something, they can make their virtual company, and by making virtual company, they can apply for the seed funds and to the funding resource for the funding resources here. And after getting the some money or the fund, they can utilize it for the purpose of the again modification in their testing application or the filing the patent here, and then they, after getting the better result, satisfactory result, they can apply it to the different federal agencies for the research project here as a research proposal, and they can get here the grants here, and they can utilize these grants for their advanced research, and then they can apply for the discovery grant, and like the matching grant, and after getting the matching grant and the discovery grant, they can enhance their research, invention, testing and application, and patent filing, and they can make their product, and then they can be any independent company, physical company in place of the virtual company. So this is the concept of the teaching learning, that we are trying to utilize the rules, regulations, concepts, experiences given by our seniors, our teachers, and we are trying to transfer it to the learners so that we can learn it, they can enhance it, and they can serve the society by designing the new system or by enhancing the performance of the existing system. So in this lecture, we have discussed what is the objective of the teaching learning and what is the teaching learning. And we have discussed that teaching learning may be considered as a system, and that system, the basic target of that system is to get the educated society here, and meaning of the education is to here the enhance the behavior level, whatever was the behavior level at the entry level, it has to be modified when we are analyzing the performance of the society or the persons here. So thank you very much.